Okay, welcome to another edition of the Nourie's Niche. And today is Saturday, so I got a few students here because this is the day that we do the jam session, the Gumbyland pop-up jam session. So I was going to do a quick video, have these riders watch, and maybe work on it a bit later. But for you, I wanted to pick a real basic trick as I've been doing. Like these are the whole format of the tricks that I'm presenting here are tricks that you can learn in a really short amount of time. This trick that I'm going to do today is actually the first trick that I learned when I really would consider myself a freestyle rider after doing this trick, because before then I just did wheelies and bunny hops. And the trick is a rock walk. Now, a couple different ways of doing a rock walk. You can do it with brakes or without, and I'll show you both. I think it's a little easier with brakes, honestly, but it's really fun to do it without brakes. So as I do, I like to just start off by doing the trick 2 or 3 times so you can watch it, and then I'll break it down, and maybe if these riders have any questions, I can ask them to explain something, and we can go from there. All right, so the rock walk. First one, I'm going to do the easier version with brakes. So I just grab the front brake, swing the back end around, and then swing the front end around. So again, I'll try a different angle. I'm using my hips to really kick my back end around. All right, so that's the rock walk with brakes. And yeah, I think it's a little easier because you're able to really have a little bit more control using brakes. Now without brakes, I haven't done that in a while, so I'm gonna kind of put myself on the spot a little bit. I'm a little nervous. Oh, see? That was the first part, but I had to do the second part. All right? So it's the same idea, but you got to really kick the front end around, like past the 180 almost. And that's the rock walk. So, how to get into that? Misha, can you get your helmet on? Maybe Misha can try a couple and see. I think you pulled one earlier, but let's see how he does it. Are you using brakes or no brakes?
I use brakes.
He's using brakes. So with brakes, I would say the main thing to do is relatively good speed, and you set yourself up by kind of shifting your weight over to one side. So I kick the rear end of my bike to the right. So that means I'm setting up by shifting my whole body to the left, kind of to prepare the twist, and then grab the brake and swing the back end around. And then lead with your head, grab the rear brake, lead with your head to swing the front end around. Okay, Misha, let's see you do one, and we can pick it apart a little bit. You got this. Just because the camera's rolling doesn't mean... Great, okay, try again. Go ahead, you got this, come on. Trent, do you think you could do this today?
No, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do a front wheel? Come on, Misha, let's see, commit to it. So I think part of it is you see how he's coming up a little high, and it's kind of coming down. So I would say keep your back end low to the ground, and try to really overemphasize that kick. Oh, better, okay. This time you're gonna get it. So like the first time you would see, he would come up and it would be a little bit higher. All right, come on, I'm gonna let you do it. Go ahead. You got this. Nice and smooth. Maybe go a little bit faster and really wow. Come on.
Too high.
Too high. Okay, you did one earlier, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You got to get this. Here we go. Rock Walk by Misha. All right, well you pulled it. So yeah, and that's kind of part of it. Like you'll get to that point where you're almost just doing, like that's the burst. If you get to that point, you know that you got the general idea. you want to get it just past, even past the 180 mark. You know, you want to go all the way past to where you're right all the way out. Okay, one more attempt, Misha. Let's see. You got to pull this all the way around. Nice big. Good job. We'll get it. All right, and it's like anything, you know, you just have to practice and take it over and over and over. But you can see how the fundamentals are there, where you're learning to first just grab the brake, and even like just to even start off. Like if you've never even done a 180 or any of that, start off by just grabbing the brake and trying to just kick the bike out like that. Just a simple kick out. Which is, I think, I was first teaching Misha, just like that. And then, once you feel better about that, really overemphasize and swing it all the way around, and then you'll do the rock walk. And then for the rolling rock walk, it's the same thing. It's just a bit more of a commitment because you're not relying on your brakes to kick it around. So, yeah, I think that's it for today. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm trying to get a lot out there. Trying to do one a day so that keeps you busy, gives you lots of options. This is a fun one. Like I said, the first trick that I learned, and then it just like opened up my ideas of doing tricks on bikes from there on out. So thanks again for watching. Please feel free to send me any comments or requests if you have any ideas, and we'll see you next time.